it is always too hard place microphone when you have bit like my face have. So I need a little bit help. Thank you. My name is Lex. I'm who am I? I'm programmer. At least I think that I'm programmer. And today I want to tell you a little bit about the magic. So before my presentation, I want to ask you who from you. Yeah, my English is the best. Who from you working with AI right now? I mean, working with training data or working with developing AI system based on neural networks. Please raise your hand. Okay. Two people. My my presentation can be not like an interesting for you, so sorry in advance, because I will tell you about not an neural network and programming with neural network. I will tell you about things little bit wider than artificial intelligence and neural network. As I said, I was working as a programmer almost 11 years. And as you already know, I'm originally from Belarus, but it doesn't mean that I'm currently living in Belarus. I leave Belarus right after a protest in my country was starting in 2020. I leave my country and moved to Ukraine. And then in 2 years in Ukraine start Russian invasion and I moved to Poland. So first of all, thank you all of you and your country for allowed me be here. Yeah, by the way, you can ask questions right on demand. It's not a problem. I read this speech first time, and usually I have a speech on Russian or Belarusian language. So for me, it is incredibly hard to speak English because I didn't use this language, mostly Belarus. But anyway, who am I? This is me, yeah. My name is Lex. Somebody maybe know me as IT Beard. This is because in parallel with programming, 5 years ago, I started YouTube career. I started make a content for IT specialists and tech specialists. Oh, it's a little bit different presentation. Doesn't matter. You can find my channel, just type in YouTube IT Beard or IT Boroda on Cyrillic keyboard and you find it. Really interesting because software engineers usually write a code and unfortunately you maybe usually don't think about the ethic problems about the things outside of coding. And I'm as a programmer who also create a lot of content, working also as a developer relations specialist, the person who spread information about technology, but mostly about environment around those technology. So this is my current position, by the way, at IPAM company. So Zhenya, my colleague here. And also I work a lot of on community building, especially for Belarusian people who live our country. And that's it about me. I think now you can a little bit more realize who am I. Several words about AI. I was working as a backend programmer, so I didn't really develop AI systems. I mean, neural networks. I didn't make data science, but last 2 years I make a lot of investigation in AI tooling. So this is why I have some kind of knowledge, and today I want to share it with you. But first of all, we need to start from simple theory. Previously, I was graduated on physical faculty, but it doesn't mean that I remember anything from physics faculty. So my theory will be without any formulas. My theory will be with just images and several subjects. So first of all, what is AI? And I strongly recommend you starting thinking about AI not in the popular way, because in popular way, all of things that contains neural networks somehow detected as AI in the popular in the publicity. If you go to the outside and say, some person from the street, what is AI? He says that AI inside my phone. AI, it is, I don't know, it is whatever what consists of neural networks. From my opinion, that's wrong. But first of all, let's say what is neural networks and how we go to the neural networks. As a programmers, we started from algorithms. So before neural networks, we working with algorithms. So programming step by step something, and in the end we have result. And this is like a totally predictable path. So we already can like predict our result with 100%. We know that we get after our algorithm will be complete. But then we get a lot of data, and working with a lot of with big amount of data, hard using just algorithms, and we start thinking what we can do with big amount of data, and we invited several new spheres. It is data science, machine learning, and deep learning. This sphere of programming, working with big data and working with some kind of algorithms that can process this big amount of data. And these like algorithms, now we call neural networks. Yeah, some of you can say that it is totally creepy and shitty, but let me believe me, when my mother sees this slide, she understands that algorithm not equals neural network, and it is important. The main difference between algorithm and neural network is that neural network cannot be 100% explainable. Result of neural networks not explainable. So we can say that, for example, our neural network recognition letter A with 18%. We cannot say about anything in the neural networks with accuracy like 100%. And it is very important because this is why neural networks works little bit similar with our brain, because we also cannot predict what thinking the people, the real person, and it is little bit similar. This is how neural network can be shown in our three-dimensional. The meaning of the slide is that neural networks are really difficult and big structure. And we as a programmers cannot algorithmically work with big amount of data. They are impossible to make such so big algorithm, but it is possible make it with neural networks. So different architecture. Neural networks can be really big. It can has million and even billion and even trillion parameters, and this is cool. What can neural networks do? They can do recommendations, for example. It is a recommendational feed in Facebook and Instagram. They can do recognition. Today we already see the recognition examples. They can do modifications of content. I don't know, maybe change some images part or change your voice, for example. And they can replace and modification content. And starting from several years ago, neural networks can generate new content, and this is generative neural networks. And this is very important thing because generative neural networks for now most can be name it as AI, artificial intelligence, because our intelligence also generated a lot of context, a lot of new content, and generative networks also generated new content. So from this perspective, generative neural networks can be named artificial intelligence. Several different namings of artificial intelligence system, just for your information. Now we have really hyped naming large language model. Large language model, this is like architecture of generative neural network. one of the hugest architecture, high-level architecture. And inside this architecture, we have generated pre-trained transformers. This is GPT. And we have different versions of GPT. GPT-4, GPT-5, maybe we will have somewhere in the future, GPT-3.5. All of these large language models, the neural networks that generated new content, new text content. Also, we have diffusion models. Diffusion models work not with texts, but with images. And this is generative images networks, let's say it this way. We have foundational models. These models can work in the wide range of tasks. For example, ChatGPT can explain you some of theoretical physics, and also he can, I don't know, go to the internet and say you what the weather will be tomorrow. And this is pretty high range of tasks that ChatGPT can do in this foundational model. And also we have multimodal models. These models can work with different input data, for example, with text and with images simultaneously. And from this perspective, composition of foundational models, it is AI for today. For nowadays, AI, this is composition of foundational models. So just neural networks, not AI. Generative networks that have a lot of really wide range. This is like an AI for today for at least programmers who work with AI. How LLMs built and how it works. I don't want to explain you because, to be honest, it will be difficult for me. Even on Belarusian language, not on English, but you can see this beautiful video. This video was produced 5 days ago. This is Andrei Karpatov. He working as a scientist in OpenAI, and he one of the greatest researcher in OpenAI company. And if you don't know OpenAI, this is a company who produced ChatGPT and GPT, and they working like on the cutting edge of the science for today with general networks. So please see this lecture, 1 hour, and you will be understand how large language models work under the hood. And what is artificial intelligence? Also, there are a really hard question because we have a lot of scientists, and every scientist can you say different explanation. But we have like several benchmarks. For example, we had Turing test, and for now Turing test passed by ChatGPT. So now it is not a benchmark for AI. Now ChatGPT can take exams, and for example, ChatGPT really great in exams about law, about radiation, about a lot of sphere. And it doesn't mean that ChatGPT can pass exams 100%, but he can pass exams, for example, 70% and go to the university. So it can pass exams much more better than a lot of people. And also ChatGPT can take in an IQ test. It doesn't mean that ChatGPT take an IQ test like an average person, but it can pass the test by lowest level of average people. So looks like we cannot measure this system to say what is AI. And this is also important because before understand what is artificial intelligence, we need to answer what is our intelligence. And we still haven't answered on what is our human intelligence. So if somebody say you that this is particular AI, you can like not hear this person. Nobody knows that what is AI, but still we have a lot of researchers who trying to make a benchmark. And for example, you can Google this pretty guy. This is Sebastian Babak, and you can read his science paper, Sparks of AGI. This is huge paper where he make a lot of experience with GPT-4, and he says that GPT-4 have an intelligence capability pretty the same as the general people. So if you're interested in this sphere, just looking through this lecture and read his paper, really good guy. And by the way, yeah, you can take a photo and then after my lecture Google something. This is the point of my presentation, because I understand that not all of I mentioned here you understand because of my English. Sorry. Move next. Next level of artificial intelligence. This is artificial general intelligence. And what is artificial general intelligence? There are a lot of explanation, but let's say one general explanation. Artificial general intelligence, this is a system that can understand, learn, and apply knowledge across a wide range of tasks and domains. Looks like pretty similar like a general AI. So let's see another one explanation. Explanation from OpenAI company who is leading in this sphere. And OpenAI says that this is a system that generally should be smart as we, as an average person. And it is very interesting because OpenAI, the leading industry AI company, working on AGI. This is a official statement. They want to introduce AGI to humanity. And this is not like a fairy tale. They're working on artificial system as powerful as we. And also you can see an explanation that used intelligent agent definition. Also, if you don't know what is intelligent agent, just go to Wikipedia and read about it. It is a really interesting theory about what is intelligent, what is agent at all, and how these agents can use in definition of artificial intelligence systems. How we can reach artificial general intelligence? Because for now, ChatGPT, this is most powerful artificial intelligence system. This system still like not so powerful as all of we. And what we need to improve in this system. First of all, this system should start self-improving. ChatGPT cannot learn on the fly on the data that we provide in the system because it is too expensive, because it is too hard process from the learning perspective, training perspective. But anyway, self-improvement, it is one of the most interesting part for now in a lot of companies like OpenAI and so on. And to be honest, we have some mechanism for like give feedback to these systems. For example, ChatGPT. In ChatGPT, you can smash like button, and this is not for just your entertainment. This like button then can be used for for improving the system, but still it is like not self-improving. This is human improvement, but we need to self-improve. System should be able to improve itself by itself, and we have like really good progress in this sphere. We have company named DeepMind. This company several years ago developed the AI neural network named AlphaGo. And this neural network in several years after start win all of the people, all of the best Go players in the world. And this system start doing only because people from DeepMind learned this system to self-improvement. Interesting point, and for now, DeepMind working with Google. Google buys this company, and Google use DeepMind for reach AGI. And by the way, Google now most powerful competitor for OpenAI company. Yeah, this doesn't matter. And step 2, for reach AGI, we need real multimodality, because for now we haven't artificial systems that can work. Truly work with different inputs. Now ChatGPT can like work with text and with images, but ChatGPT cannot analyze image and generate new image using this image. So ChatGPT analyze image, then convert it to text, and then use this text to generate new image. But we need models that can get one sources in one type of data and convert in any different types of data, because this works. This is how it works in our brain. We can feel something, we can smell something, and we can use all of this data to make, for example, choice in our life. Our brain is a real multimodality model, and we want to make it in our AI systems. This is how these multimodal systems can work. So for now we put single type of data, process this data, and get result. But we want put text, images, charts, whatever, even touch, if we're saying about robotic system, and use all of this data to generate answer. When we can reach this AGI, also interesting question, because I see that a lot of programmers who work with AI today, with neural networks, they think that it is like a jokes. They said me that, oh no, we will not reach AGI, never, because it is like from fairy tales. But when I listen, for example, lectures from OpenAI said, for example, that they maybe already developed AI system. But this is like a joke, because it is hard to explain the joke when you have English language like mine. Maybe some of you hear that 1 week ago OpenAI get rid of his director Sam Altman. Yeah. And now one of the most like a huge theory why this OpenAI get rid of him, because they developed AGI and say that no, we don't need commerce person like Sam Altman, because we need see it and think what we need to do with this AGI. And Sam Altman want to like spread it out like right now. Who knows? Maybe they reached, but OpenAI says that in next year, maximum in 2025, they shown us GPT-4, and GPT-4 should be a real AGI system. So OpenAI says that they need 1 or maybe 3 maximum year for develop this system, for develop systems that will do all of tasks that we can do, and this system will do these tasks even much more better than we. And now OpenAI working on Q-star architecture. Looks like this will be architecture of GPT-4. What's the interesting about this architecture? This architecture already like worked, and on previous week OpenAI says that Q-star can work with school mathematics on the average person level, without training on the data of this like school mathematics. So that means that Q-star probably can generate new experience and new knowledges without data, and this is a huge step forward in the AI sphere. And also, as I said, 1 or 5 year, and OpenAI want to show us this AGI system. And when I speak with my friends who working with neural networks, they also say to me that, oh no, LLMs and GPT have like a limitations. This architecture cannot be AGI. But to be real, there are no any scientific papers that say that large language models for now have some big like limitations. This architecture can be developed at least several years, so it can be like AGI based on LLM. At least for now, scientists think in this way. And let's now think a little bit about the future. So now we see that even this stupid AI system like ChatGPT can labor us, can replace us in some sphere. For example, I believe that all of you hear about scriptwriters in Hollywood. They make big protests because they didn't want a replacement from the AI system, and they win. By the way, Hollywood now Hollywood have strong limitation for using AI in script writing. Copywriters, now a lot of copywriters replace a lot of big big teams of copywriters replaced by one copywriter with ChatGPT. Artists, also we have Midjourney, we have DALL-E systems that can really make great images, and a lot of artists start like scaring a little bit. And in the end, this system can really replace us. This system can replace programmers. And here I recommend you see this lection from Dr. Matt Welch. Who of you knows about CS50 course from Harvard? Okay. So for all of those who doesn't know, CS50 is the most popular course about computer science in the world, and this course made it by Harvard. Million views just on YouTube, so you can just go to this course and see it. And this course, these lectures teach people in Harvard how to start in programming. And in this in this year, inside this course, firstly appear a lecture about LLMs and about future of GPT. And this guy, like a lecturer of this new lecture, and in this lecture he said that programming will be replaced by AI. Well, and it is really important because starting from this year, Harvard students, programmers who will be the most powerful programmers in the world, start teaching that programming in perspective of 5 or 10 years will disappear. Why it will disappear? Just see this lection. It is only 1 hour, and you will know. Also, fakes. There are interesting world will be in the future. I can say that looks like we need to agree that in the future we will live in the world of fake, and it will be like a normal. It will be like a basis. Because today when we see this really rude fake with Pope, we thought that, wow, it shouldn't be. We should limit all of these systems. But as we can see, our government cannot restrict all of the system. And this fake was 3 or 4 months ago. And in Midjourney yesterday, I tried to reproduce this fake, and I succeed make it. This is, for example, Palestine-Hamas photo, Palestine-Hamas war photo, and it is also fake. And a lot of newspapers get this image and start saying that, look how it's bad, how it's exploded in Israel, but this was fake. This is explosion in Pentagon, and it also was fake. And what's the main idea here? The main idea is that we will be in the world where the fakes will be a basement, and we need to think in new way. We need to check all of the information by default. This will be our future, because these fakes will not disappear. AI systems stay stronger and stronger, and fakes will be more and more. And now we need proof all of the information. And what the interesting companies that works with AI now start developed digital science for the content. So when you produce the content, digital content, I don't know, for example, text, or you draw and you make a picture, you will be signing this picture or text by your personal digital key. And this will be guaranteed that this content was produced by you, not by AI. And it is interesting because we will not detect fake content. We will prove our authority. And this is our future. This is not interesting slide, but when you go to home, you can see I made the video totally generated by AI. And in this video, I speak English much more better than now. and it was totally produced by AI by 5 minutes and $50. Really great experience. Okay, next. Emergency and complexity. Also interesting things about emergency. What is emergency? Emergency, this is when complex entity, complex system has property or behaviors that its part do not have. For example, all of us, this is like a huge number of atoms. Yeah, huge number of atoms or molecules, and by itself, atoms don't know that in the big rope they can, for example, feel or smell. Because it is not a property of atoms, it is property of us, of people, of person who consist of trillions of atoms. And there are interesting idea that a lot of scientists supports. Then bigger AI networks stay, then more chance get new emergency properties in the system. For example, for now GPT-4 starting get neurons that can, for example, make differentiation between color, even if you don't train this GPT-4 or Lambda or any other systems by colors. So somehow neural networks start understanding that we don't get him for understanding. And this is like emergency property. What's interesting? In our brain, we have a lot of neurons, a lot of bindings between these neurons, and there are different numbers, but at average, maybe 4,000 trillions synapses we have in our brain. ChatGPT, GPT-4 now have 2 trillions weights, 2 trillions neurons. Let's say that he has 2 trillion synapses, and it is only 100 times less than our brain. 1 year ago, ChatGPT had 10,000 less complexities than our brain. So during 1 year, we increased complexity in 1,000 times. And if we continue with this speed, somewhere in the next year, ChatGPT or GPT-5, for example, can be so much complex as our brain. And some scientists believe that on this point, ChatGPT can get to the new level. ChatGPT can get to the artificial superintelligence because GPT-5 will have a lot of emergent properties. And what these emergent properties can be? For example, consciousness, самосведомость, jak to będzie po polsku? Consciousness. Samoświadomość, tak. Who we are as a human? We like artificial intelligence system, but we samoświadomość and świadomość, tak? And if artificial intelligence system will be so powerful as our brain, it probably also will have samoświadomość and świadomość. We don't know, this is speculation information, this is not like a scientist papers, but still this is interesting point of view, and you as programmers who will be working with neural networks, you can little bit see through this path. But what about artificial superintelligence? What's the difference between artificial general intelligence? Artificial superintelligence will be much more powerful than all of people in the world. Not the same, but much more powerful. And if the system will also have самосведомость and świadomość, we will have little bit different problems than today. We will have problem like a law, for example, for AI. Today we have like a law for AI, but this law for limitation of AI system. But when the system will have самосведомость and świadomość, do we need like the same rules, the same rights as we have? It is an interesting question because when if they will have these properties, looks like they will like a new creature in our world. Pretty the same, with feeling, with understanding itself in this world. And for now, nobody think about law for AI. And looks like it is not because nobody believe in it. Looks like it is because we have a lot of problems now with the systems. We need to fight with fakes, but maybe somewhere in the future, in 5 years, it will be too late thinking about love for AI. And what will be if we will have love with AI? What we will do if our child go to us and say, Mama, Papa, I like this ChatGPT 6. It is interesting, and particularly love with AI exists right now. A lot of men a lot of men start like a dating with AI systems because it is much more easier than dating in real life. There are you can pretty fast Google some social like a social results about it, and it is interesting. And now we didn't do nothing with it. But when it's go to the next level, when our child will fall in love with AI, we need to like be prepared for it. And so, what is the end? What's the end of all of this like stuff? What's the end of the future? Skynet? I don't know. By the way, who doesn't know what is Skynet? You don't know what is Skynet? Then you need to see Terminator film. Terminator, it is really cool film, cool movie about like a really rude future where we are fighting with AI, with robotic AI, but looks like it is too hard to have Skynet right now in our world. It is much more easier to have, for example, problem with stop humanity producing. As I said, a lot of men start falling in love with ChatGPT. What will be with ChatGPT 5? What will be when we get like a humanized robots with ChatGPT on the board? And from this perspective, by the way, I see a little bit crazy thing from one scientist, not pretty popular, but he said that from this perspective, ChatGPT and the AI system can be like natural virus against humanity, because AI system can stop our humanity being on this planet. We just stop reproducing, for example, and it is much more like can be much more bigger problems than like some kind of Skynet. Skynet is pretty hard, but stop human reproduction works right now. AI alignment. AI alignment. This is a thing that can like resolve all of the problem with AI. AI alignment. This is pretty the scientific sphere nowadays, where scientists trying to discover mechanism to align AI system to humanity targets, humanity thinking, because we want AI on the same page with us. Yeah, we want AI that will be understand the stop reproducing of that fall in love with man. It is bad because we stop reproducing. We need AI that will not like bomb our countries like it was in Skynet, and all of this can be made by this AI alignment. Because we can say, hey, AI, you can do this and you cannot do this. And the AI say, okay, I understand. But some of the scientists think that AI alignment much more dangerous than even Skynet. Because when we will have AI alignment mechanism, this mechanism will spread to a lot of people, and it will be spread to the people with a little bit wrong humanity targets. For example, what we will have if AI alignment will used by Russia. I think that we will have nothing happy. So from this perspective, AI alignment pretty discussable thing. And some of scientists say that we don't need like trying to limitation AI. We need to wait for AGI system. We need to wait for самосведомость and сведомость in this system. And this system can decide by itself, is it good live with humanity or not? And in this case, we have like not 100% that AI will be fighting with us. But when we will have AI alignment, we will have 100% that AI alignment will be used against us. Interesting point also, if you don't know anything about AI alignment, you need to Google it when you go to home. And my last topic for today, it is technology singularity. It is science fiction. It is far away future from this time. But anyway, technological singularity looks like not so stupid theory every day, every next day. What is it? It is the time when we will have AGI or ACI, superintelligence, and this intelligence start getting knowledges by exponenta, because when AI will be so powerful that it will have opportunity to get new knowledges, why this AI will be limited by speed of getting these knowledges. And from this perspective, AI can start like a growth exponentially. Maybe in 1 year after we get AGI, this AI will know all of the physics like a theory in the world. And it looks like can be our nearest future. And what we can do with this technological singularity, for example, looks like nothing. Looks like we can be just one of the small puzzle in the evolution of intelligence. Also, interesting theory that appears maybe 1 year ago in publicity, evolution of intelligence. Before AI, scientists in biological sphere say that we are living here, for example, for spreading our DNA. Religions say some different way, and we didn't really think that maybe we are not not needed here anymore. Maybe we just needed here for making AGI, and that's all of our role in evolution of intelligence process. Who knows? And what we can do if we really need to make AGI, and that's it, and there are no any target for humanity. We need to go to. We can make ourselves much more similar with AI. We can make transhumanism transition. Again, it is like a fairy tale, but it is interesting point of view, and you can just Google just for keep in mind that it can be a small percentage our future. So transhumanism transition, and sometime and we have like a we will have like a huge huge what? Interconnection, yeah, with AI. And why we need it? No, because we don't want like just diet without the purpose, and maybe AI can get access to the endless knowledge in the future. Really, from the science perspective, it is like a really good Saint Graal. It is really like a good target. Understand all of the universe, and maybe AI will give us opportunity to get endless knowledge. So that's it from my side. Thank you. Sorry for my English, but the reason of this speech will be shown you a little bit different point of view to the AI. AI is not like only programming or training. Today, AI is much more wider than these topics. Thank you.